Hi everyone, Ashlyn Giza YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk about whether or not it is normal to talk about death. The reason why I'm bringing up this topic is because a week ago, me and my husband were watching this movie called Countdown, and it's about an app that you upload and it counts down till the final days you have on this earth. And everybody's is different. Some people get 80 years, some people get like 20 years, 90 years, 5 years, 4 years, an hour, 5 minutes, all that. And so I was like kind of joking but being serious and telling my husband, oh, I don't, should I download that app? I don't think I should. It kind of seems evil, but I feel like if I did download the app, that my years would be short because I feel like I'm probably going to die young like my dad did. Because my dad died when he was 55 years old. So I was like kind of joking, but not really. I was being like kind of serious, but not. And my husband got really, really pissed off and mad at me. And then he's like, "Why are you talking like that? I don't want to talk about this at all. Nope, I'm not listening. I'm not talking about this." And I could see where he's coming from, like being depressed about it and being sad about it and not wanting to hear me talk about myself dying and stuff. But like, he wasn't understanding where I was coming from. Like, I was kind of kidding, but the serious part about it for me is that, like, my dad did die at a young age, and like over the past couple years, I've had a couple friends die that who were in their 30s, and I'm in my 30s right now. I'm 38. I just turned 38 2 weeks ago, and also I'm a cancer survivor too. So that kind of makes things like more like real for me and stuff like that. Like, and I guess I've had a lot more like friends and family die than he has. So death is like, I'm more comfortable with talking about it. And so I go to therapy, and like, I don't have anything to hide. Like, I'm not one of those people that give a fuck if anybody cares about if knowing if I go to therapy or not. I'm comfortable letting people know that I go. But I just like, so I was talking to my therapist and I'm like, what, how do you feel about what happened? Because I told her the same thing I'm telling you guys about what happened between my husband and I with talking about death. And I said, do you feel that it's normal that I talk about it a lot and talk about it, period. And she said that to her, there isn't really anything that is or isn't normal. Like, normal, basically, I took from her when she said that, it doesn't really like exist. But she said that, like, she could see where I'm coming from as far as talking about it quite often because I was faced with death before, like when I was diagnosed with cancer, and like just how many people have passed away in my life before and stuff. But she also asked me how I'd feel if because I responded to my husband and said, "Why are you being like mean like that?" Because he was like snapping at me, going, "I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to listen." What else do you say? Oh, you talk about it a lot. You talk about it like once a week, and I'm tired of hearing it, and this and that. And so my response to him is, why are you being mean like that, and why are you snapping on me, and why the fuck wouldn't you like lift me up or something? And so when I told my therapist that I said that, and when I told her the whole story, she said that whole normal thing that I just told you guys about. And then she also said that she asked me how I would feel if somebody said to me, why the fuck wouldn't you lift me up? How I would respond. And I told her that I would respond with, well, for the rest of your days that you feel you're going to be alive, I'm going to make those days count, and I'm going to make sure that you're happy and you're taken care of, and that if you did go young, that I would make sure that everything's taken care of when you're gone. You don't have to worry, and I would reassure that person that they could if they did pass away early, that they could let go. It's okay to let go. And then she just kind of was like, okay, and I think I'm kind of getting to know you a little bit better, what kind of, like, getting to know what kind of person you are and stuff like that. And that was a whole different story, but like, it's a part of this story. So to me, in my opinion, I feel that it's completely normal to talk about death. It's just taboo. It's something that we people don't talk about a whole lot, and it scares a lot of people, and it depresses a lot of people, and it's considered like not normal to talk about to a lot of people, because it's something that's like considered negative and sad and all that. But like, I feel like if you're like joking around and saying, "Oh, you'll miss me when I'm gone," and different things like that, or if you're like just talking about it because you're watching a movie that has to do with it and stuff like that, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, or abnormal about it. I think that more, in my opinion and my point of view, I think more people should talk about it. Then that way, sometimes it can, to me, in my opinion, I feel like it prepares people better, um, for when that day comes. I feel like it can make you and your significant other or your family feel more comfortable when someone that like friends or something passes away. So like, what I'm trying to say is, like, the more you talk about it, then when it happens, it feels, it's less scary. It's not necessarily less sad, but it's I guess it's less sad than what it would be if you did never talked about death, and you never talked about what it does and how it makes you feel when someone that you love dies, friend or family. So it kind of prepares you, I guess, and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like that's kind of sheltering yourself and your children and stuff like that, if you don't talk about everything, including death, because it's a part of life. It's life, whether it's sad or depressing or whatever, it's life. So that's just how I feel about it. Um, I feel that, in my certain situation specifically, I like talking about it to my husband because I want him to reassure me that things will be okay when I'm gone. Like, because I have 3 kids that aren't his. And so, like, I worry about that sometimes. Like, if I were to get cancer back, like, if, I know he would, but I guess I like hearing it sometimes that my kids that aren't his will be taken care of. He'll still take care of them and love them the same when I'm gone, like things like that. And that I don't have to worry about like our house or anything like that when I'm gone. So, and I guess I think about it a little bit more, yeah, because I'm a cancer survivor. So I could always get cancer back, and I might not be blessed the second time around. So I don't know. I just don't see anything wrong with it, in my opinion. But a lot of people feel different about it. But I'm just here to spread the word that it to me, from me to you, whoever's watching this, it's okay to talk about it. If there's someone that that talks about it a lot or anything like that, don't shut them out or make them feel like they're being wrong for talking about it. Let them know that it's okay and that they're okay and that everything's going to be okay, and hug them and let them know how much you love them and care about them, and that when and if they're gone, that everything's going to be okay too. And like I said earlier in the video, that they can let go. So I just, I guess I just wanted to be on here to let people know, that it's okay, and we need to make more awareness about this, because people, like I said, it's taboo. People don't talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. So, but anyways, though, and then the second part I wanted to say is that, like, I can see where my therapist is coming from, but I feel like the way she asked me when she was smiling at me, when she was asking me how I would respond, was just kind of maybe, I guess, uncalled for because I feel like she was smiling, in my opinion, because I think she wanted to like stump me or like make me feel like I was wrong for asking my husband why he was being mean and why he wasn't lifting me up instead of um, telling me that he doesn't want to talk about it and that he doesn't want to hear it and stuff like that and shut me out. um, I feel like she was like getting all like mad at me and like feeling like the way I reacted wasn't right. But I agreed to disagree with her that it's okay for my husband to feel his way, but it's definitely okay for me to feel my way, and that whatever I said to my husband and that question that I asked my husband that she was asking me how I would react to, I can ask my husband whatever I want to and react to him and say it how I want, you know. I'm going to therapy, yeah, but I'm not going for somebody to tell me how I can talk to my husband and how I shouldn't talk to my husband, or um I guess I'm not going for somebody to ask me how I would feel if I acted a certain way to them. I'm going to vent and let feelings out and um I guess ask for reassurance if things that I'm feeling are okay or normal or not normal, or I'm looking for like validation and stuff like that. I'm not looking for somebody to tell me how I can talk to my husband or how I shouldn't talk to my husband or things like that. So I think at like my next sessions or whatever, I'm gonna let that be known because I don't need that kind of therapy. So that was, I guess, that kind of aggravated me because that, like, her telling me that, asking me how I would react if someone said something I said to them, that's like trying to tell me that I was wrong for asking my husband why he couldn't lift me up. There's nothing wrong with me asking my husband why he couldn't lift me up. Why the fuck he couldn't lift me up. There would be something wrong, however, if I asked my husband, um, you know, like, uh, told my husband, why the fuck are you depressed? And why the fuck are you sitting over there, um, acting like you don't want to talk about it with me, but that's not the case. I understood where my husband was coming from and I knew why my husband was depressed. I never told my husband he couldn't be depressed. Now that would be wrong. That right there, I could see where my therapist would have said something if I would have said that. If I would have been yelling at my husband and told him that was wrong for him to feel depressed. But I never told my husband it was wrong for him to feel depressed. I told him that I understood where he was coming from. I just wanted him to understand where I was coming from and understand that I am going to talk about it and understand why I like talking about it and why sometimes I do talk about it. So, I don't know. The whole thing was kind of dumb with therapy, but um, I wanted to make this video and get on here and just make more awareness that it's okay to talk about yourself passing away. It's okay to talk about loved ones who have already passed away. It's okay to talk about death. It's not okay to talk about um, committing suicide or things like that. Like, in my opinion, it's not okay to talk about suicide, like, and talk about how you're gonna kill yourself or anything like that. That, to me, that's not okay. That's showing signs of depression and stuff like that. And you should, if you're talking about that, you should probably go get help and stuff like that from a professional. But so that to me is different in my opinion. But we need to make more awareness about all this stuff. So I just thought I would get on here and make a quick video, um, talk about this, talk about what just happened a couple of days ago, a week ago, or whatever, and let you guys know, because it is the season of like depression and stuff like that, because it's, the time has changed, the days are getting shorter, it gets dark earlier now and stuff like that. So people are starting to talk about like more sad things, and people who have depression and stuff like that are starting to feel depressed and stuff. So it's just that season. So, but I'll probably be on here and start posting a little more videos than I have been. I've been making a lot of shorts, but I haven't really been making a lot of videos like these. So I'm going to try to get on and make more videos like these where I talk with you guys. But anyways, I love you all. Thanks for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I will be on with another life topic.